I'm going to tell you how I started my lash business at 15. This is for all the girls in general that want to start a beauty business, hair, nails, lashes, and they don't have the courage to do it, or they don't feel like they can do it at a young age. Y'all, there's so many resources out there. I'm one of them. There's so many clients out there. If I can do it, you can do it. So I'm right now here on my lash bed. I'm literally sitting on my lash bed, y'all, just to show y'all, just so y'all can even get the more feel vibe. I'm in my lash room. Look, my logo is in the back there. I'm in my lash room, so I'm showing y'all, you know, all of this is very possible. And if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notebook. I have some points down that I want to make sure that I reiterate to you guys. So why did I start? So I always been an entrepreneur in general. So when I was in 9th grade, when I was 13, 14, I started my first online business, and it was called Pretty Girl Society. I sold first slides, purses, glasses. I sold the whole shebang, like the little cute baddie aesthetic. But after a while, it was not making me really any money because I did not know how to take pictures. I did not know how to promote it. I knew how to do like talking to people, like selling in person and taking like a couple of pictures, but nothing that was really selling my audience on what I was doing. So after a while, I like saved up some money. My mom helped me save up some money, and that's what I would use on inventory. But after a while, the money just kept going down. I wasn't really making any sales. I would literally sell my old stuff from my business on Mercari because it just wasn't doing the do. So after a while, I was like, yo, what should I, you know, do? Because I still want to be an entrepreneur. Like, I'm so used to it. I did like really love being an entrepreneur. And I was like, I should do nails. So my sister, she did nails. She would do my nails all the time, but she kind of put it down. And I was like, oh, I want to do that because I like the decorations, stuff like that. And I told my mom, and she was like, I don't think you should do nails. Like, I think you should do lashes. So I'm like, lashes? But the thing is, on my Pinterest, I've already like started pinning lash stuff without kind of knowing. So when I went back in my Pinterest and would look at some of the stuff I pinned, it would have like the lash tech aesthetic, the little cart. And that's crazy because look, my cart right now that I have right here is regular to me, but it had like the lash cart with the cute and the pink and like the little lash aesthetic. So when she told me that, I was like, you know what, let me just do that. Like, let me go ahead and do lashes, because nobody even my age, I would say, around me was doing it at the time. This was like 2021, 2022, so it was around that time. Nobody my age was really doing it. Nobody that I knew. I did know a lash tech, but we're gonna get back to that. But like I said, no one in even my city was really doing it. So I was like, okay, I can pick this up. I can learn this. I'm always been a learner, still a learner. So I was like, I can do this. So my mom, she got me a mannequin, and I might put some pictures up while I'm talking, but my mom, she got me a mannequin from Amazon. And I just started going. I just started practicing on it. First day she gave me it, because I remember she told me that she was going to get me the mannequin, but it took her a little while. So all the time I would ask her, I'd be like, when are you giving me the mannequin? When are you getting me the mannequin? I was like, please give me the mannequin. So she gave me it this one day. The same day, I immediately went on YouTube, started looking out how to isolate, how to place a lash, all this stuff. Just going with my mannequin. And at the same time, I still was selling my other business, Pretty Girl Society. I still was selling first slides, stuff like that. But I was just focusing on lashes, because I was like, if I'm going to be a lash tech, like, I have to be like the best one. Actually, I would tell myself ahead of time. I'll be like, I'm the best lash tech. When I was still doing it on a mannequin, I was like, I'm the best lash tech in Minnesota. Like, I would say that all the time. So I was just going, lashing. I would always do these little practice sets, but And I practiced like in and out the whole summer because I got it at the end of freshman year. That whole summer from like the end of freshman year to the beginning of sophomore year, I was just in and out practicing, and I really wanted to do it on people, but I was always kind of nervous. Like I always had like a nervous feeling, like I don't know, like, and all this stuff. So then this one day, my mom, she let me practice on her, and when I told you my hands were shaking, my hands were quivering, I thought I was a lash goat doing it on the mannequin. No, it was way different. And she wasn't helping at all, because she was like, you know how to do this, girl, go do this, you've been practicing. Like, girl, calm down. So I was like, no, I can't do this. But then I started practicing on my cousin, and you know, she had way more patience than my mom. So I started doing some sets on my cousin, and like having her come like every Saturday. And then I had her and this one other girl. They would come on Saturdays, and I would sit down and I would lash them. They would be in a lash bed for like 5-6 hours because I was like really slow, didn't really even know what I was doing. And my lash bed was literally on the side of my bed. It was literally on the side of my bed. I didn't even have a room at the time. So y'all, don't even make, like, this is not even a motivational video, but don't make any excuses. So once I started kind of getting a momentum and knowing, okay, like I can lash, I know how to isolate, I know how to like do this, I know how to do that. I was still taking models, my friends, like people here and there, but then I started actually charging for lashes. So I started doing it for $30, and that's crazy. I was doing it for $30, and I would just have openings every weekend, and it was just like manual. I actually made a flyer and I sent it out to a whole bunch of people so they could repost it if they want to, so that they could send it to their friends. But I started just like, and all of this is documented, all of this is on my lash page, so y'all can go look. But I charged $30. I would like say, okay, like I'm open Saturday, if you want to book your appointment, send like a $10 deposit, and then I would document it on my notes, like the person, how much I charged them, and do that. So I did that from, I would say like September when I first started doing my cousin to like December, because during that time I wasn't getting consistent clients. Like I was getting clients every so often, but it wasn't really for real clients, and it was like $30, so I wasn't even making money off that. And y'all, let me tell y'all too, my lash bed, my first lash bed that I got it off of Facebook Market. There was a lady on there selling it for like $60, and my mom was like, oh, just go look, we can go pick it up. She was selling it for $60, and we drove like 40 minutes away with my nieces in the car so that we can go get the lash bed. And the whole time she told me like she had a salon back in the days and she was just selling everything, and she actually ended up giving it to me for $40 after like I told her, like, you know, I really want to do lashes, all that. So that, even that lash bed, like it was really so inexpensive. Like I was saying, from September when I first started doing my cousin's lashes to December, I wasn't really being serious. I was making money here and there for lashes, still doing my friends' lashes. So like I can see, like, build my skill. Like one thing I've always been keen on is building my skill. So I was building my skill all those months. But once January hit, I was like, for the new year, for 2022, I'm going to open my Acuity, my website. I went on Acuity and I made a website, and then I raised my prices. So I think volume became 60, hybrids became 50, and like it all just came up from $30. And I was like, okay, like I'm probably gonna start making money, all this stuff. I think I got like 2 bookings the first day I dropped it, and I was jumping for joy. I was so happy because I'm like, oh, they booking up my website, they blah blah blah. Like only 2, but I was so happy. But y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. I remember the month that happened. Once January came by, I was so excited because I was like, okay, I have 2 clients. Like, they booked on the website, they're serious, they sent their deposits, everything. That month I literally got in trouble at school or whatever. I got in trouble at home, something like that, and my dad made me cancel those appointments. Guys, do y'all know how devastated I was? And I'm like telling him, I'm like, Daddy, like, these are my first appointment, like, they already sent their deposits, blah blah blah. Like, and I was like, oh, like, if you want me to cancel their appointments, you're gonna have to send them their deposit back, because I'm not sending that money back. Like, that's my money that I made. He sent me the money. He was like, girl, go ahead and cancel those appointments because you're in trouble. So I was very much in trouble. I even got my phone taken, everything. And I was so upset because I can't post content. I can't, like, you're slowing down my journey. Like, I was so upset. But then the next month, February, I wasn't in trouble anymore, so I started things back up. I started doing little model sets here and there, and I started getting consistent, not consistent clients, but I would say every week I would have at least 1 or 2 clients, and that was enough for me just to see like that something is going on. Yeah, and I want to say something too. So once that new year did start too, my mom gave me the downstairs room in our basement to do lashes, and I was so happy because the downstairs room had a bathroom, so it's like my clients can go to the bathroom. It's like this big area. I'm gonna try to put a picture in here or something, but I got a lash room finally, and I moved out of my room. February came now, and then there's a whole nother problem too, but it wasn't such like a big problem. So basically I broke my phone, and my phone blacked out during like having a client, which it's just something to bring up. But one of my clients, so I did a client and I was doing her hybrid set. I think she told me how she wanted it long, she wanted it, but yeah, my skills weren't so pristine that time, I will admit. But she did tell me after she loved it. My phone was broken, so the next day when I went to school and stuff, I got a text, like, mind you, like, look at, let's say like half of this is black, just black. I go to school the next day, and like I seen one of like my cousin's friends text me. I'm like, oh, let me see what she say. She literally was like, oh, hey, like, I just want to let you know this girl is posting about you on Snapchat, and she's saying like I need to do better, like my lashes are ugly, blah blah blah. And I was so devastated, like so devastated, because I was like, damn. Because, and the thing that made me even more devastated is that she did come and tell me. So we were texting back and forth, but she came to tell me after she posted, and she went to go tell her friends, and her friends went to go post on their main story about me. They was like, oh, Joelle need to go take a lash class from whoever, whatever lash tech was also doing lashes at the time. So it just hurt my feelings really bad, because it's just like I can't even see half of this because my phone is broken, and I'm trying to text her back and forth. You know, the text is down here. Like, I'm trying to text her, I can barely text her. So that was another thing that was devastating, but I just kept going. Like, I just kept trying to get better. I remember after she did that, I was like, asked my friend, I was like, hey, can you come and let me do a model set on you, like a mega volume set? She came. I took my time that day. We probably took 6-7 hours on that lash set. Like, actually 6-7 hours, because I remember we started at like 12. She came at 12, and we stopped at like 7 or something. So I took so long, but the set came out so cute. And I remember, like, I did not respond anything. I did not post anything on no social media back to her or her friends. I just posted that set, and I remember a whole bunch of people were sliding up on it like, oh my gosh, like, so cute, and blah 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 blah. And my cousin, one of my cousins, she knew what I was doing. She was like, that's how you shut a girl up. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I did that and stuff. So I never responded to anything. I just kept going and kept improving my skills, because I knew, like, as long as I kept improving my skills, kept doing better, like, there's gonna be some type of progression. And I just doubled down and locked in on my skills. So once March-ish came around, March or May, I was like, okay, I need something to kind of go along with this. I need a source to learn way more. There was this lady on TikTok, and her name is Ava Lash Company. I went and I got a certification by her because I wanted to, you know, at least have that, like, I was certified by a licensed lash tech. So I got a certification by Ava Lash Studio, and even in her course for her lashes, it was an online course. I learned so much, and she just had like a lot of information on sanitization. I mean, I already kind of knew all of that because the YouTubers I would watch, but it just helped me double down. She gave like a product list. It was really good. That's all I would say. My lash business from March, once I got that certification and learned how to do better, from March to the rest of my lash journey, my business took off. I remember that summer, it was sophomore year summer going into junior year, I was making money. I was making money, and I was so happy because I was just like, wow, like, I'm really doing this business thing. And even from the start, y'all, from the start, I've been selling lash strips, lash clusters, lash, all of that. So once I started getting money, I started saving some money for myself, spending some money for myself, and then I started investing in lash strips, because lash strips was still popping at the time. I would get lash strips, I would sell that on the side. You know, I have my car then, so if somebody wanted to do a delivery, I can go deliver it to them. If somebody wanted to pick up, I can go, you know, they can come pick it up for me. So I just started doing a whole bunch of stuff. I started, like, it was just great, and it was just so good, because one thing that I made sure that I locked down is retention, which the girlies in my state really like. I locked down retention, then I started building up my styling little by little, but the retention was the main thing. People kept coming back to me because my retention was so good, and I would just be like, oh, and like so many things like in between that I can like say, but I would just keep going. So my lash business that summer, it took off. Like, I was fully booked, always booked, and I got to raise my prices. So I think by that summer, like, volumes were probably 60 or not, volumes were probably 80 or 70 or 90. So it was in between that range. I met so much people. Like, that was really the foundation of my business, because I met so much nice clients that I still have to this day, guys. That should say something. To this day, I still have those clients. I kept posting content, like, I kept doing, and I had like a secret formula. Like, I would always post content. I would do my secret formula so I can get even more clients always. So going into junior year of high school, I started building like a schedule that I can balance with lashes, which would be, I do lashes Monday, Friday, Wednesday after school, then do lashes Saturday. So I just had a perfect schedule for me. I would do one lashes after school, because I was really like particular of how I did things. I was still kind of slow, but that gradually, like, you know, progressed. The whole junior year, it was just so great for me, because it's just like, I didn't have to bother my parents for money. I didn't have to overly ask my parents for money. I would just be buying stuff. I would be buying anything, buying concert tickets, going to concerts, doing everything that I've always just kind of wanted to do, buying everything that I always wanted to buy. And I was still saving. Like, it was just like I was making enough to save but also spend at the same time. And it was just so good for me as a 16-year-old, just to have that independence and to also have that flexibility of having a business. Like, I didn't have to like no one was my boss, no one was talking in my ear. Like, I don't even like that. Junior year goes by, and that's another great year. I have another successful summer, junior year summer, and that, like, my price kept raising, so it was just like I'll be making more money every summer. And junior year summer is actually when I started selling clusters, actually. So I found a cluster vendor. I tested it out. I kind of seen, like, I already kind of knew what I want, but I tested it out, got my clusters. That too, again, it went up because everybody was getting on clusters at that time. I was getting calls, messages here and there. Do you got clusters? Do you got clusters? I'm driving, I'm having people come to me, and it was just so good because it's just like, wow, like, I really get to not only do lashes but have clusters that people is coming to me for. I don't have to like overly work myself out. Going into senior year, same thing, had my schedule for the year, and it was so beneficial because I got to save, especially for my car that I now have. I saved for prom, I saved for everything. Like, I just got really what I wanted. New Year's summer, that's when I took my first photo shoot. So I took my first photo shoot and it came out so good. The concept was, so you know, like how, okay, my brand is called LASH Jewels, it's kind of named after me, but you know how diamonds are girl best friends? So it's kind of like an interpretation of my like name in a way, but it's like a flip on the diamonds is a girl best friend. It's like lashes is a girl best friend. So we had some jewels in it. I had all the girls wear like jewels type stuff, and then I did their lashes. It was a really sleek, and it was my base photo shoot for my business, and it was so nice. It got so much traction on Instagram, and it just I even got to shoot clusters, so it brought even more attention to my clusters. Going into freshman year of college, I did take like a big break from lashes, but that break just made my clients want to book so fast because I took a break September, the whole September. I had a couple clients sneak in because you know those clients that you just can't deny. But I had a couple clients sneak in. Then October, I started looking for a place to be, and then I got it the like third week of October. I got my space. I got someone to come and paint it this color because I rebranded my whole business. It used to be purple, but I rebranded it to like a cream and gold type of vibe, and I think now I might add a pop of pink because I do really like pink. I got my place. That just went up, and honestly, all I will say is that the business just kept progressing over time. Like, just kept progressing over time. Now I'm currently in my fall semester, sophomore year of college. Y'all, it has grown so much even from the time that I got my suite last year. When I got my suite, I did go full-time too, so I just started making so much money. Girl, I went to Miami. Girl, I got my real estate license after. Girl, I got this Canon G7X. Like, it's not even like a bragging thing, but I just got so much things, and I just got so much experiences from lashes, just doing lashes. And it's just like, I just have the best clients, the most loyal clients, like the best environment around me. I made my environment my thing, and one thing I did is I prioritized my business. Like, at times in high school, I used to think to myself like, oh, I can't just be doing lashes like after school, like I have to go to the library with my friends or blah blah blah. And granted, I had those times because I would block off times for that, but I'm so happy that I never stopped. I'm so happy that I never quit when them girls was talking about me. I'm so happy I never quit when like I wasn't really getting clients. I just kept going, and now I'm here talking to y'all in my lash room, just chilling. I just did lashes yesterday. Today is Black Friday, so I'm just sitting in here. I'm just chilling in here, and I have some new lash clusters coming in stock. I just put back up my website. I just want to say to any girl that does want to be a beauty entrepreneur, whether it's lashes, hair, anything, keep going and keep progressing. Don't listen to any of this. Don't listen to anybody trying to tell you anything unless they already did it. The only person you should be listening to is people who already did it. Don't listen to people who hasn't done anything, because it's just like, what evidence that you have? What evidence do you have? Learning all those things, I wanted to condense it into something that now once somebody takes my course and they know like what's up, they know how to style, they know how to do this, they can probably do that within 3 months. They can probably do that within a year. They can probably get to the point that I am, because like I'm like an on-hand mentor. Like my students, they can text me whenever they want to. Like they can text me, they ask me, even ask me like when I do my model sets, they ask me, how did you do this? What curls did you put? What? It's like they're open to come and ask me, and I want to be there to help, because it's like I needed that help. The story, that's how I started my lash business at 15. Everybody's always surprised anytime I tell them. They're all like, 15? I wasn't even doing this at 15. I wasn't even doing this at 4. Yeah, 15. It's not impossible. It's not impossible at all. Like, it's not. It's easy. It's nothing. If you're looking for mentorship, how to start your business, what to start doing, how to just even get into that industry, how to even start your cluster business, how to do this, how to take pictures. If you're looking for that, I have my mentorship call linked in the description. You can book your call and we can have an hour call. We can plan out everything, write out everything, and plan your business so that you can start your business. You're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, just a girl, a younger girl, you're just starting, you really want some guidance of how to do and grow your business, go and check out my mentorship call, my one-on-one call, and let's get this started.